Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time and spending it with us on a busy Thursday afternoon here. This is a little unique. So, it's the first time ever we basically huddled up around the conference room table, right? And we piped in all the remote employees and we spoke about what are we seeing for the top sales ideas, sales strategies, and concepts, right? Within the life, annuity, critical illness, disability, and supplemental product space. So we gathered our thoughts, right, for the last few weeks, and we basically said to ourselves, let's host a webinar and go over everything that comes top of mind, right, where we're seeing the best results and premium come in from these ideas. And we put together this presentation today so you all can walk away with these nuggets, right? And you might have heard of some of them, okay? Maybe you have not. But I know for a fact that if you're a rookie or brand new in the space or a veteran and you've been doing this for 62 and a half years, everyone is going to have a new idea that they can use this afternoon to make more sales and help more families, period. Okay, that's the name of the game for today. So my suggestion is take out a pen and paper, use your notes app on your phone. I don't care. Whatever works better for you, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to dive into each strategy, each concept pretty quickly, okay, because we have a lot to cover within the hour. And then if you have any questions, use the Q&A box in the question pane. Or you can even type in, hey, I want to call after the webinar, and we can dive in more to any of the concepts that you want to talk about. We have absolutely no problem with that. This is just to give you highlights and overview on what's hot in 22 and then in the new year in 23. Okay, so very important stuff. And then what we're going to do real fast is talk about some upcoming expo, talk about new products, talk about some new upcoming webinars. I'm going to turn it over to Josh Hoffman from the Annuity and Advanced Case Design side. I'll take it back, dive into the life stuff, and then we'll close out, like I said, right before 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so as you're looking at the intro slide in front of you, these are some of the bullets that we're going to dive into. What I want to do next is we'll go to the first slide here and talk about why the need and why, in my opinion, there is no better career path, okay, that you can choose, right, than being an insurance agent, financial advisor, etc. Okay, the opportunity today is bigger and better than ever, period. And as we all know, there's no cap to what we do, right? I mean, we have agents that, unfortunately, some of them live week to week. We have other agents that make millions and millions and millions of dollars consistently every single year. And it doesn't matter what part of the country that you live in or you're selling in. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. It doesn't matter if you were from the career side or you've been on the independent side your whole life. It doesn't make a difference, and that's what's so exciting about being an agent today, a GA, an IMO, and we can all learn from each other, okay? But the bottom line is the sky is the limit, right? And the proof is in the pudding, and that's what we're looking at in front of us. So these were LIMRA stats from 22, okay? And you should be scratching your head saying, you know what? Number one, I'm in the right place. Number two, how can I make more sales and help more families, right? And touch more of these prospects that are in this country. Okay, especially now with all of the technology available, all of the tech that Levinson offers, right? You don't have to be the hot shot, just in South Florida anymore, just in, Cedar Rapids, Iowa anymore, okay? You can spread out. In fact, some of our most successful agents are licensed in 5 states, 10 states, 30 states. The list goes on and on. So you could be the hot shot, not just in South Florida, in Florida, period, in Texas, in Jersey, California. Why not? right? And the way I look at it, think about this for a second. If you've been in the business for a while, right, and you're the guru in Coral Springs, Florida, okay, and everybody knows when it comes to insurance and annuities, they're going to reach out to Bill Levinson, and it works, right? Your name is out there, great reputation, okay. With the power of the internet and social media, you can do the same exact thing in South Florida, in Central Florida, and in North Florida, and then in Georgia. Okay? So you get the picture. There's no reason why if you have the best personality and the gift of gab and you're great on camera, you can be the same person you are in Coral Springs, right? That you are in Arizona. So you get the point, right? And it goes back to me saying the sky is the limit, and here's the proof. Okay, 50% of Americans own life insurance as of 22. This marks a 2% decrease from 21 and a 13% decrease over the last decade. The numbers are skyrocketing. The awareness is skyrocketing. Okay, millennials now, the younger generation now, everyone now is interested in hearing more and learning more about life insurance. And you know what did this, right? It was a horrible thing, but it worked. COVID, right? People started hearing about friends and family members and people that they know from high school, or a friend of a friend of a friend that was 22 years old and 31 years old. Maybe they were a little overweight or had some health issues that died from COVID. Okay, and then of course we know a lot of older people and middle-aged people. Well, this sparked interest in conversations around life insurance. Okay, and then when you shift gears and you talk about annuities, okay, look at interest rates. Look at what's going on. In fact, 2022 was a record year for interest rates and annuities. If you look, in fact, the last year that even came close was 2008. But 22 was the best year ever in indexed annuity sales and MIGAs. And guess what? 23, right? Just a few months in, the same thing is happening. It's the same trend that has continued, and it should keep getting stronger. So again, opportunity, huge. You have to know enough to be dangerous. In fact, that's why I wanted Josh to jump on today's webinar. So those are a few other stats just under the top there. Let's focus on the bottom there, the 31% number. 31% of Americans report that the pandemic has made them more likely to buy coverage. Hello, that's what I just said 2 seconds ago. So you have to become the educator, right? We have to educate these consumers. And I'm going to just talk about one other thing, and I hate to go on a rant here, but if you think about this for a second too, let's say even pre-COVID, okay, let's say 5 years ago even. I remember, right, you heard about all these articles and you saw articles online about Silicon Valley and these private investors and hedge funds and all putting money, right, into these D2C startups, direct-to-consumer startups. And they were saying that, no, the future of life insurance, everything's going to be done online and agents are going to be gone. Okay? Well, just the opposite happened. So a lot of those startups either closed down, went bankrupt, okay, they're not here anymore, or what they did is they started up these huge companies, right, and they had maybe one product, they went direct to consumer, and it didn't work as they thought, so they opened the product up to the brokerage side because they know, right, the numbers tell them there has to be some agent involvement, okay? I had a big breakfast meeting with the CEO of Assurity Life, okay, and we were talking about the same exact thing, that today, right, and in the near future, now I don't know what's going to happen 50 years from now with robo-advisors or whatever, but today and in the near future, right, the best way to sell insurance from an insurance carrier standpoint is through brokerage distribution. That includes agents. I mean, yes, you have to leverage technology and online quoting engines and automated underwriters like Evaluate, okay? But there still is the need for the agent that has to educate the consumer because they have no idea. Do I need IUL? Do I need whole life? Do I need term? Do I need living benefits? What is a living benefit? Right? So that felt good to me, and the numbers speak for themselves. So we are on a mission here to grow and get bigger and better than ever, and you should be doing the same exact thing, right, as an agent in this country today and moving forward. Okay, let's jump right in. So when we talk about sales ideas, sales strategies, right, you have to make sure that you come to the expo. We are literally 5 weeks away. It's April 21st, and this is a day filled with sales ideas from our 14 core carriers on the life and annuity side. Okay, and talk about value add. We're going to do something totally different this year. We have an agent panel. Okay, so we invited a few agents that are going to sit on stage with me and Carrie, and we're going to have like a roundtable discussion and talk about their business model, right? It also gives our other agents a chance to ask questions and see what's working and what isn't for you. So this is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited about this. It's a first ever. We're going to have our giveaways. This is 100% complimentary. Okay, even if you've never written an app with Levinson, as long as you're licensed and active with us with at least one company, it's free admission, breakfast, snacks. We do a dinner the night before for all of the out-of-town guests as well. So just make sure you RSVP because we're filled and capped at 300 because of COVID restrictions. So you got to make sure you RSVP as soon as we hang up today. All right, let's keep moving along here. So we get a lot of questions from agents, especially that are newer with us, and they say, Bill, I got to your website, and I don't know where to begin. I'm very overwhelmed. There's so much information, and that's the truth, right? That's a fact, and we have to have a lot of information. Number one, we have over 90 carriers, 90, okay, and over 22,000 agents, and we have to make sure that we have information for a final expense agent working out of their third bedroom, for a term agent, right, working out of their home office, for financial advisors, maybe that specialize in estate planning and large IULs. Okay, we have to have a little bit of everything for everyone. So to simplify your world, we took all of our information, right, and we put everything into 3 easy to use and understand attachments or pictures. We call it the playbook. Left side, everything to do with marketing. Middle section, everything to do with new business and case management. Right side, everything to do with contracting and commissions. That's it. That's our whole story. Our whole value add platform is all wrapped up, right, in 3 easy to understand pictures. We call it the playbook. In fact, these are updated for 23, and we'll include these. We're going to send out a thank you email to everyone listening today, so you'll have all of this information at your fingertips this afternoon. Okay, let's jump into the first part of the presentation. I invited Josh Hoffman, who is from our advanced case design and annuity department, to join us. So, Josh, are you there, bud?
I'm here, Bill.
Okay, thank you, Josh.
Okay. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was the Secure Act 2, which is a new act which just passed in December. And it's made some changes to the retirement plan world that open up some sales opportunities for you. And one of the big changes, well, I just want to start out by quickly explaining what the difference between a traditional and Roth IRA is. A traditional, and it basically comes down to if the person wants tax savings today or tomorrow. A traditional IRA gives a person an immediate tax deduction, where a Roth IRA does not. But with a Roth IRA, all the future payments are tax-free. So a lot of people really like the Roth idea, especially they're tax-averse, because they get, just like with an IUL, they get tax-free retirement payments. Now, in the past, you could only do Roth IRAs with a traditional personal IRA, where the maximum contribution was $6,000 or $7,000. With this act, they opened up the Roth IRA to SEPs, which are private pension plans for business owners, where they can put in much larger amounts of money, actually, depending on their income, up to about $50,000 a year. And this is a great opening to talk to business owners about another way to plan a tax-free retirement. Also, there's another type of annuity called a QLAC. This is for wealthy people who don't want to make minimum distributions from their IRA. And they also changed the law so you can also put more money into QLACs and avoid minimum distribution. Another sales opportunity is they also increased the minimum distribution age. Now, for people to know about IRAs, and this has to do more with traditional IRAs, the government will let you take a tax deduction each year and put $6,500 to $7,500 in IRA. But when you get to be a certain age, they make you take that money out and pay taxes on it. Now, for a very long time, that age was 70 and a half. And the last couple of years, they've been increasing it each year. And with this newest act, it's 73 and a half. So, it's a great opportunity to talk to people about investing longer term, because now they can actually keep the money in 3 years longer than they used to be able to. And there was a discussion of Secure Act 2, but there was a Secure Act 1 before that. And what Secure Act 1 did was it changed the rules if you inherit an IRA from a person who passes away, how you can take that money. And because of those changes, a lot of annuity companies stopped handling inherited IRAs. Right now, I believe there's only 2 or 3 companies that actually will do inherited IRAs. And we do work with all those companies. So if you're running into a situation where you can't find a home for an inherited IRA, it's something we can help you with. Now, the other thing is a lot of people leave jobs and forget about their 401ks. And this is a great opening because most of those 401ks are in the market, and especially if they had those jobs when they were younger, they may have put all the money in growth funds, which are taking big losses right now. And basically, this is an opportunity when you do your fact find to find out if the person had previous jobs, if they had 401ks at those jobs, and to talk to them about that they are at risk of losing money, and it's a great opening. Are you willing to lose money in this market? We have a way for you to be guaranteed not to take any losses and still participate in the market. And it's kind of a very similar pitch to what you'd use for index life, but this would be for their qualified 401k money. And one of the things on our website, which I think can be really helpful, especially for newer annuity agents, is we do have a section on our website on door openers, things, and basically, I won't go through all the door openers right now, but they basically follow 4 parts of the sale: introduction, talking about lifetime income, talking about performance, and talking about taxes. And, it's asking questions like, are you concerned that you have enough income throughout your retirement? What rate of return are you getting? Do you want to pay Uncle Sam first? Because we're showing them one thing annuities do, for people who aren't familiar with them, is they create a more tax-friendly way to save, because you're saving on a tax-deferred basis. And let me move on to the next slide now, which is also the annuity door openers. And, we kind of walk the agent through the process of making an appointment for an annuity. We have a guide, template, emails, and we also offer something called Agency Automator, which I know a lot of you probably already have for life insurance. Now, with the Agency Automator, there's also an annuity section. And it does work in a similar fashion to how the life insurance section works. You get the 5,000 emails and the template emails, just like you have if you have Agency Automator for life insurance. You can also do unlimited emails to your own book of business. There's also a CRM platform to help you follow up. and contact your existing book. And I think the annuity automator is something anybody having annuity should have. Obviously, because you do need a way to contact people uh, to keep up with your leads, and this is a great follow up system. And just moving on to the last slide, which is another sales idea, and this one kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier with the Secure Act. One of the things the Secure Act did, which I kind of touched on in the first section, was it changed what happens to IRAs when somebody passes away. In the past, they had something called the stretch IRA, where the beneficiary could just continue the IRA the deceased person had and stretch out the taxation for a longer period. Unfortunately, the government no longer allows that. Now, when somebody passes away, a non-spouse beneficiary has to liquidate the assets within 10 years. And One America has a great sales idea for that. What they'll let you do is you move that IRA money to an annuity with One America, which will fund a hybrid life insurance policy. So basically, um, that money is going to fund a hybrid life over 10 years. Now, each withdrawal they take out to pay a premium will be taxable, but it's really not hurting the client because the client would be paying taxes on that money anyway. And what they're getting in exchange for that, of course, they're getting long-term care coverage is the most important thing for that money. Also, they're getting a 25% bonus towards a premium. And probably most importantly, especially if these are younger beneficiaries, is they're not paying the 10% penalty for taking the money out. So basically, they're getting a big advantage in getting long-term care coverage. They're not paying the penalty. They are paying the taxes, but they'd be paying the taxes anyway. And it's a great sales opportunity because many people today, and even younger people, are concerned about long-term care. And it's exactly the right age group. People between 50 and 59 are thinking about long-term care. Unfortunately, many people that age do have parents who pass away, so I think this is a great sales idea. And One America is really helpful to agents. They give you personalized brochures. They let you do mail merges. They give you personalized emails. And it just really is a great product for people who need long-term care, and it kind of really answers the objection most people with long-term care, which is, what if I don't use it? And the answer with One America is that if you don't use it, there's a life insurance death benefit. So if you die and you don't use it, somebody will get a life insurance death benefit. There's also a cash surrender value, and those are things that you don't get with traditional long-term care. And that's about all I have, Phil.
Oh, that's perfect, Josh. Thank you for that. And by the way, if you don't know Josh already, he is known here in the office at Levinson headquarters as the encyclopedia. So anything when it comes to annuities or advanced case design, marketing, strategies, etc., please reach out anytime. Ashley is also another good resource on the annuity side here in the Levinson home office. So don't forget that. Okay, we're going to shift gears now again, and what I want everyone to do is start thinking about, and obviously your notepad is out, right, or your notes app, whatever it is, but start thinking about your niche. I want everyone, by the time we're done, right, to put together like a marketing campaign through e-blasts, social media, mailers, but start thinking about your niche and your specialty. Okay. And then I'm going to show you ways with social media, with our database access, where you can reach out to all of these prospects in the U.S. that fall into, say, your niche, okay? Because we see a lot of successful agencies that focus, let's say, if it's marijuana users that have a prescription, if it's cigarette smokers, right, that are talking about, quitting soon, if it's people that are overweight, and they're part of these different diet plans or groups online on Facebook, the list goes on and on, pilots, right? And when you write down whatever your niche is, and it could be one, two, three different things, we're going to talk about structuring a campaign and then going after that group of people, right, to be effective. So you're known as the go-to for people that love to smoke cigars on the weekends, whatever the case is. But that's how I want you to start thinking, because you're going to get some clever ideas around these different subjects, right? Or underwriting niches, shall we say. So the first one, real fast, is Mary Reed. So Mary Reed was the keynote at our expo last year. And what's unique about Mary is she will come in, right, and she'll work on the prospect, the small business with you. She'll do all of the heavy lifting, okay? And these are larger cases. Her average target premium is about 74,000, and they go up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So when everyone says, I got a guy, I got a girl, but I need someone to speak to my client or business owner, she's perfect for that. And you still keep the majority of the commission. But when it comes to, think about this, business owners, right? Or maybe someone that's on the wealthier side that wants to talk about tax saving strategies, right? Retirement income, retirement planning, okay? What I would do, I would check out her book, which we offer, by the way, at our cost. Okay, it's a co-op discount. They're usually $20. I think we have them for like $7. But they're awesome, and we have agents that will hand them out to consumers, to prospects, and it will explain the sales strategy in layman's terms. And by the time they're done reading, they're ready to set the appointment. So we did a webinar, we did a podcast. If you want to learn more, check that out when you can. Those are, in fact, two of the webinars that I did are right in front of you. We're going to include all of this in with the thank you email. And then what we'll do is, as soon as you're ready for a consultation, I can tee up the call for you and Mary. Okay, but get comfortable with these concepts. She uses mainly Life of the Southwest for the more aggressive consumer, mainly IUL. And then, of course, Lafayette Life for the more traditional conservative consumer for whole life, guaranteed whole life. So some great concepts here that I would check out. And again, you keep the majority of the commission. And it's still your client. You're still agent of record. And the cases here are monsters. Okay, let's keep moving along here. We got a lot to go over. So speaking of business owners, lots and lots of potential income here for agents. So this is a program that we have through a insurance carrier, one of our core carriers, called Arisopedia. And this is pretty neat because what this allows you to do as an agent is, let's say I'm working in, my zip code 33067. This will show me a list of business owners in my zip code, and it will give me all of the information about that business, how many employees. So then I'm equipped. I know when I'm calling on this business owner, I know all about the size of their business, how many employees, what products are going to suit them best, right? Or how to set up golden handcuffs on a key employee, whatever it is, buy, sells. The list goes on and on. So this is a complete database, and then we have a marketing library built around all of these concepts. And again, 100% complimentary for Levinson agents. So definitely a tool that I would look into. Next up is Ringy. Now, Ringy's pretty neat, and the reason why I say this, and I don't take this lightly. Number one, we're using this for agents. Okay, and think about this. We have our social media pages running. We have our Facebook ads running. We have all of these agents that are saying, hey, Bill, we want to be part of Levinson. We want to get appointed with you guys from literally every city in the U.S. So we need a system, right? Because we have about, 25 employees now in-house and remote. And we need a system that's going to reach out to all of these agents and send out different campaigns and different sales ideas. And how do we follow up with everyone? How do we keep our name in front of all these agents 24/7? It's with Ringy. So when you think about that concept, right? But just look at it in a different scope, as in we look at it as in agents, you look at it as in prospects, clients. Okay. So think of a bucket, and in this big bucket is all of your leads, prospects, friends, neighbors. So you have your bucket, and what Ringy is going to do, it's going to reach out to everyone in your bucket, right? With different campaigns, different strategies, until that prospect says, wow, I'm interested in free life insurance with return of premium, or living benefits, right? Or one of these 1 year annuities I just heard about. They set an appointment through the shared calendar. You, the agent, get a text message saying, hey, Bill Levinson wants to talk tomorrow at 2 p.m. Click confirm. Okay. It's going to touch everyone in your bucket until they click, hey, I want to speak to Bill. Does this day and time work? That's what Ringy does. And it hits them through email, through text message, through an automated phone call. Okay. Any way they prefer to communicate, they're going to get a message through Ringy on your behalf. The system works amazing. Okay. And if you want to try it out, we have a 2-week free trial that we negotiated with our vendor. And then if you decide you want to use it, okay, 30% off all Levinson agents. They're going to be at our expo. In fact, the CEO will be at our expo in 5 weeks. So make sure you're there. This is for all agents, okay, health agents, PNC, life. It doesn't matter. What this is going to do is take all of those prospects, and you're going to get about a 20 to 30% return of prospects in that bucket that say, hey, Bill, I want more info. I want a quote. I want to hear more about this concept. And then what you do is, like, every month, right? You change the campaign, or you run a couple of campaigns at once with different strategies, different ideas. It's just a way to keep your name in front of all of these people. Okay. It works amazing. It's genius. I'm telling you right now. And listen, we're not part of this company. We don't make a penny on this, on you subscribing or using it. Okay, especially with a 2-week free trial. Where we make our money is when you use these tools, make more sales, right? And obviously we get paid from the carrier direct. So that's our goal. Okay, which becomes a win-win. Okay, let's keep moving forward. So these are 2 cases in real agents that actually are using our technology and Ringy, okay, that made monster sales. Okay, the first one on the top, our largest case in history last year, okay, $1.32 million of annual target premium. Monster case. Now, I don't know if you noticed, look at the agent's age, okay? 82 years old. That tells you and tells me it doesn't matter if you're 17, if you're 52, if you're 84. There's no excuse these days, okay? This was the largest case in our 51-year history was written by this man, top left corner, okay? Now, how did this agent find this consumer? Okay, well, through Ringy, okay, because he did exactly what we told him. He uploaded all of his clients, prospects, friends, neighbors into Ringy. Ringy set up the campaign, sent out the message on his behalf. He gets a calendar request, appointment request. He confirms, boom, the case was sold. In fact, he will be at the expo as well. But when I see this, it just shows me there's no excuse. Now, let's move to the bottom section, okay? Obviously, Jennifer is about half his age, 10 years experience. Now, what Jennifer did is uses Ringy and uses Insure Me Now Direct as well. And she went after a bunch of PNC agencies, health agencies, and she said, hey, I want to be your life division. I have the technology to set up a life store for you online, right? We can use your logo, your name, with all the details related to your agency, okay? And then she worked out a referral fee with that group. Her first month in, 4 policies. And by the way, this was a while back. She is off to the races. But my point is, again, it doesn't matter who you are, what part of the country, your age. These are 2 agents that are crushing it right now in 2023 by leveraging technology. Okay, let's keep moving along here. Now, living benefits, right? We know the old saying, right? The old kind of life insurance that pays when you're dead, right? Or do you want the new kind of life insurance that pays you while you're alive? Okay, and guess what? Everybody wants the new kind of life insurance. So, what's great is, right? Number one, we have these database software systems, platforms you can tap into to find these old term policy holders. Okay, so you can talk about the new kind of life insurance that pays while you're alive, right? And we can do conversions, or we can do, in fact, we have some platforms that will do term to term conversions to get out of the old in with the new. So we did a course through LSW that's exclusive with Levinson where we can set you up to get certified, living benefits certified. So we did this live, and then we have a webinar version. But if you're interested, let us know. That's a huge point, especially moving into 23 with living benefits, and because of COVID and everything else, you definitely want to be living benefits certified and add a little designation to your business card or your email signature. Okay, let's keep moving forward. So Insure Me Now Direct, huge. And the reason why I say this, and I'm going to show you in a minute on the next slide, all of the different groups you can network with. But here's my point. So this is a platform that allows you to partner up with associations, with health agencies, PNC agencies, right? And again, we can set up their storefront, their site, where it looks like it's their logo, their colors, where their clients are already comfortable with ABC auto insurance, right? The difference is they can send out an e-blast. Their clients can go on, look at different quotes, they can compare, they can apply online, get an instant decision, print and save their policy, and boom, they're done. You just got paid first year commission plus renewals on some products, and most important, your agent of record. There is no other, you could write this down, there's no other multi carrier, multi product, direct to consumer site in the industry today where you get full commission and are agent of record with a platform that's built for agents to go direct to consumer, not for a company like us to go direct to consumer, because we don't do that. It's a conflict of interest. So anyway, we just added 4 new products, making it 25 products on the platform. And yesterday, you're not going to believe this. You can also write this one down. I can't tell you the name of the company, but for the first time ever, we have an A plus rated carrier that is huge, household name. You know who it is, okay? Just committed to be added to Insure Me Now Direct, making it 6 carriers. So you're going to see that one roll out in the next probably 8 to 10. We're trying to shoot for the expo, but it might be about a month after or so. But you're going to see Assurity. We have 4 new direct products, and that's term, CI, DI, and guaranteed issue accident, all with return of premium options. Those are the 4 being added at the expo. We're going to have a hard launch. And then that A plus, the new carrier that I'm not even supposed to talk about yet, you're going to see that one was solidified yesterday. You'll see it out in fact, out and running on the platform in about 7 to 8 weeks or so. Okay, so we're so excited about that. Now is the time to get your site set up because we're making this bigger and better for you all. Okay, the next slide here, right? Remember what I said. Think about your niche, what you want to specialize in. So these are a few options where we wanted to share. We have agencies today that are using Insure Me Now Direct, and some obviously are doing better than others, but where we're seeing the most traction are with these different industries or groups. So if you want to jot this down, and I hope you're thinking of a few people, maybe Aunt Betty, has a PNC agency, or Ruth, has a way into the Pest Control Association of America, whatever it is. but we can build out the platform just for that group, offer the free scholarship as the value add, and you're off to the races. So just check this out real fast. CPAs, attorneys, associations, that's where we're seeing a huge uptick in business. Mortgage brokers, real estate agents, credit unions, financial institutions, agency automator, right? That's a big one because you can drip out to the database, right, with your campaign. The Ringy CRM tool, we can set up drips through SMS text message marketing. YouTube videos, a big one, right? Church, temple, religious organizations. We can set up a site just for that group. And then, right, they say, hey, the rabbi or pastor says, what's the value add here? What is our group, our members getting that's different, right? That's great. Well, they're getting a free scholarship for their children or grandchildren because you're a member of the congregation, whatever it is. Okay? That's how we're seeing the platform used today. Anyway, on the bottom, let's focus on Legacy Armor Vault. We're going to show you an awesome platform, which is basically the future of a safe deposit box. Okay, which by the way, you can offer free to consumers if they work with you. Okay, let's keep moving forward here. Okay, real fast. So now you have your message, right? You have your niche. Everything's ironed out. If we can go to the next slide, you have to get the word out. Remember how I was talking about, being the guru in South Florida or Coral Springs? Why can't you do the same thing in Texas, in California, in New Jersey, in Connecticut, whatever it is? Okay, you could, but you have to create sizzle, right? You have to get the word out. I suggest social media ads, social media pages, a YouTube channel. What I would do is pick a different topic every week or every month, right? I mean, the opportunity is endless. Long-term care, living benefits, disability, IUL, right? Tax savings, the list goes on and on. And I would be the guru. I would go out and educate, okay? We have a few groups, and this is unbelievable to me. Think about this for a second. So, one agency specifically, I'm not going to share all of their secrets, but one agency said, you know what? I have the new Hero Term product that's by Surety. That's on Insure Me Now Direct. It goes up to $2 million instant decision. They got so creative, right? And I always talk about getting scrappy. And they said, you know what? We're going to market this to firefighters, to policemen, right? To first responders. Hero Term. So they created a website built around Hero Term. This group is writing 5 to 10 term policies a day because of the name of the product, Hero Term. Okay? It's unbelievable. Brilliant idea. Now, there's another group. Okay? Think about this for a minute. They're specializing, and their whole niche is doctors, PAs, nurses. Okay? And they built a website and social media pages all around the medical field. Hey, when it comes to insurance, life insurance, disability, critical illness, we were made for the medical community. Okay? And they list all of the different parts of the industry on their website and through their campaigns and on social media. So then when a nurse, a doctor, a PA, whatever it is, goes on the site or they heard about the company, they feel like, wow, this was built for us. Oh my gosh, I see other testimonials from another PA, a nurse, okay, whatever. Doesn't make a difference. Think about that for a second, okay? Think about that. Think about getting scrappy. What is your niche? What are you going to run with? Okay? Those two examples are some of our most successful agencies in this country today. Okay? Today. One is newer with us. The other one has been doing it for over 10 years now. And by the way, they do everything over the phone, virtual. Okay? So you got to get scrappy. So these are some example ads in social media posts. On the right-hand side, those are two videos that we can co-brand for you. They're already built for you. We paid for them. Okay? One is if you want to use Insure Me Now Direct to recruit agents, and the one on the right is to use Insure Me Now Direct to get consumers, prospects, to drive traffic back to your website, back to your social media pages. These are free. You just literally let us know, and you have to give us a picture, logo, phone number, website. Boom, you're off to the races. Okay? But again, think about that niche, okay? And when you figure that out, it could be pilots, right? That doesn't make a difference. When you figure that out, you've got to run with the message, the marketing, the campaigns, all built around that topic or that niche, because you're going to be known as the go-to for every pilot in the United States, right? The word is going to get out. Oh, you need insurance? Oh, you got to go check out Bill Levinson. He's got a special pilot's website, right, where we get access to some special products and scholarships, and the list goes on and on. That's how you got to think. All right, the next slide explains that to a T. So when you're thinking about this niche, here are some ideas, right? And this is the hero first responders marketing strategy. Okay. And by the way, you think to yourself, oh, this is just a term, up to 2 million. These are smaller policies. Okay. First of all, they're smaller policies, but this is a foot in the door. Commissions are great. Renewals are great. The product is convertible. It opens the door to talk about other products or needs or beneficiary changes, right? Or conversion opportunities, annual reviews. You're building your pipeline. So I don't care if the premium is $3 a month or $3,000 a month. You got to treat it the same way. You're building your pipeline, okay? And then what you do is you let the Ringy automated follow-up system follow up with everybody in your book, maybe prospects, friends, neighbors, the list goes on and on. Okay, let's move to the middle section of this slide. Think about this for a second, right? We're creating our niche, right? We want to get scrappy this year. Think about marijuana users, right? How can I market to marijuana users that use this card? Right? There's a database out there where you can get access. You can offer them non-smoker rates. Okay? If they're occasional marijuana users, non-smoker rates, pilots. We have programs where they don't get penalized. Employer groups, we list bill, worksite, we have guaranteed issue available now. In fact, on our new website, we have a worksite list bill small business owners section, right? That's going to be launching in 6 weeks. Associations, right? Think about charitable life. We have marketing pieces already set up, a program for diabetics, right? We have platforms. We have products where you can get standard non-tobacco. So how can you start marketing to these different groups and be known as the go-to? Okay. All right, let's keep moving forward here. We got so much to talk about. In fact, I'm losing my voice here. We tried to get all this done in 1 hour, and it's a little challenging, but I want to make sure I hit on everything. And then, like I said, just request a call in or call in anytime, speak to any one of our marketers, and we can dive in deeper to any concept that you want to hear more about. Okay, so revenue booster. So this is a big one. When you're thinking about these P&C and health agencies, right? They don't want to get involved with life insurance. It's like a different language to them. We don't have the time. We don't know the different products. The list goes on and on. Okay, so we have a revenue booster turnkey marketing platform that we can develop for you and this group. Okay, and then by using Insure Me Now Direct, right, we can literally get them launched in 24 hours with their logo, colors. It's like a turnkey storefront. And then what we do is we have a slide or pitches, what they call them CSRs, customer service rep. And all these people have to do is say to the auto or home clients, hey, are you interested in life insurance? Do you have life insurance, right? Just kind of tee it up and then boom, send out a email that we create for you. It's basically a template and everything is right there in front of you. And you, by being agent of record behind the platform, full commission plus renewals, and then you work out something with them. Okay. And that's up to you. I would have them licensed. Okay. But you can work out a strategy. And I obviously I would have an attorney look at it, but the opportunity here is huge. We're seeing a lot of business this way. And those are the companies on the bottom that are built into the Revenue Booster program. Okay, social media marketing. Now, you might say to me, Bill, you know what? I'm 72. I'm not comfortable with LinkedIn and Instagram, and I hear about this new thing called TikTok. I don't want to deal with this crap. Well, we have third party companies, okay, that will do this for you starting at just 99 bucks, okay, $99 a month. We have a free website. We have a host that will literally create and add to your social media pages weekly. Okay, so there's no more excuse. If you want to run your own Facebook ads, okay, and you say, hey, I have a good message, I have a good story, I have a 1 minute video that people are gonna love, okay, we have a third party, right, Ken, who will jump on the phone with you and he'll set up a one-on-one coaching video just for you. Okay, you can go back and listen and he'll show you exactly how to do this. Okay, but again, it's all about creating your niche and running 150 miles an hour with that message. Okay, and then we show you how to get it out there. All right, let's keep moving forward. Okay, these are excellent final expense ads that are running today. Okay, that I wanted to show you. Okay, now obviously this is for social media and Facebook, but just two examples, and look how simple. Okay, these are lead generators. Okay, this will open doors. And again, I don't want to hear, oh, final expense. I don't want to work in that part of the industry. It's a door opener. Okay, you know how many people click on these ads? Look how simple. Left hand side, is your family protected? Average cost of funeral is over 10 grand. Is your family prepared? Eye opener, sizzle, right? They click sign up, boom, that's a new lead. And then you pivot and take them on the path wherever they need to go, right? What product is best for them? Bring up annuities, bring up long term care. The list goes on and on. Let's keep moving along. Okay, by the way, we're going to include a lot of this information in the thank you email. Okay, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. Well, definitely write down your notes, but you don't have to take down every single word. We're going to include some of the example ads and posts in that thank you email. So obviously, I don't want you, I always say this, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just change a few spokes. These are meant just to give you some ideas. Okay, love this one. Now we're going to shift gears again for a second on the next three slides. And we're going to think about the ultimate door opener, right? Now think about for parents, for grandparents, giving a child or grandchild a gift, okay? Who is going to say no, right, to fund a 4-year college tuition for free and then get free life insurance, okay? Let's go to the next slide here. What I want to show everyone is a way now when you're putting together a video, a campaign, right? You got to get scrappy, you got to get creative. So you're going after now parents and grandparents, and you're saying, hey, for 99 bucks a month, I'm going to show you a way to pay for 4-year tuition and keep this life insurance policy for free. Okay? Now, the scholarship program Levinson offers, this is free. It's free for Levinson agents. It's free for all of your consumers. This is a 1-year scholarship, okay? Free, just because you're an approved Levinson agent. If anyone buys a product on Insure Me Now Direct, they get the scholarship for free. But where this all ties in, and this is the ultimate door opener, is on the next slide. Now it's going to make sense to you, okay? Now imagine sitting down with a client, a parent or grandparent, and them saying no to you after you show them this slide or presentation, okay? Well, let's check this out for a second. So $100 a month, okay? This is on a 2-year-old, okay? $100 a month, which is, let's move over to the left, $1,200 a year, okay? Now, this is on a 2-year-old, like I said. Let's focus on the bottom. Age 21, the red box, cash value, $32,526. The death benefit at $132, okay? Now, the scholarship, which is one column over in red, year 20, 43,000 points or dollars to be used towards a 4-year tuition. Now, here is the ultimate way to seal the deal. Let's move to the right-hand column. 2-year-old, total premium outlay $100 a month, Policy year 20, the total premiums paid 24,000. Okay, free scholarship $43,000. Okay, total cash value year 20 $32,526. Total value to be used for a 4-year tuition $75,000. Okay, this is free life insurance. And then guess what? After that child is 21 and you take out the cash, which is basically return of premium, the policy continues on. Who wouldn't want this for their child or grandchild? It's a no brainer. Okay? Return of premium, free life insurance plus the scholarship that runs along with it, and the policy continues after the child finishes college, right? There's no better gift. Okay? And then look at retirement at age 65. Imagine the cash that will be in the same policy that was already used for scholarship and a 4-year tuition. So there's so much buzz around this, but agents don't understand how to get their arms around it and then bring it to market. Okay, some do, some don't, but this is a huge door opener. I would be all over this if I was an agent selling today. IUL presentations, huge. We just saw one on a 2-year-old child, okay, on young professionals, okay, huge. Okay, why? Now, Joe Ross is, in my opinion, the ultimate life coach. Okay, he was our keynote speaker a few years ago, right before COVID. Amazing. I did a podcast with him, webinars with him. Check out those trainings. We'll include them in the thank you email. He's got the butterfly effect. I love this. He talks about on the left side, when you're younger, 20 to 40 years, how the need for income replacement, mortgage protection, right? Mortgage payoff, kids go to college. It's important, right? Then he talks about on the right side, when you're older, retirement years, age 65. Look at the benefits on both sides of the fence. It makes for an IUL as a no-brainer. We even have these prospecting books all around this concept that people hand out to consumers to spark and tee up the appointment and the conversation. Let's keep moving along here. Disability, no-brainer. This is an opportunity, right? Free disability income protection with return of premium, okay? No brainer. Again, get the message out there. This is with Illinois Mutual. They have a great concept. Plus, they have a bonus going on right now. But again, free DI coverage. We have the same thing with critical illness as well. Okay, your family bank. This is a bank on yourself strategy. This is a big deal right now. It's basically using a whole life policy, right, to be your own banker and leverage the cash accumulation. So we have 2 carriers that are approved. We have sales strategies, marketing pieces all around this concept. We even have the online virtual trainings if you're interested. We use Mutual Trust Life and Lafayette Life. If you want to be on one of the trainings, just let us know and we will get you set up. Okay, almost done here, by the way. I know I'm a couple minutes over. The Mortgage Acceleration Program, okay? And think of different ways, right, to get creative with IUL cash value or whole life cash value. That's all we're doing here. We're saying, hey, use the cash to pay for your mortgage or make double mortgage payments by using the cash accumulation. It's different options. This is actually software that we make available for free that will show where you can show your clients how to get them mortgage paid off faster by leveraging whole life. Or we can use this same exact concept in an IUL. But again, it's just different ways to open the door. That's all we're trying to do here. And this is what you need to explain to get your campaign and your niche together so you can run with it. Okay, I know it's a lot of information in a short time, but I wanted to make sure I got everything out. So everything is on our website, okay? And by the way, we have our new site coming out, I mentioned earlier, on April 21st. To get started, that's where contracting is, and then you get access to our website. If you're already with one of the carriers I mentioned, but you want the free scholarship program or Insure Me Now, whatever it is, okay, we will move your contract over to Levinson. Most of the time, beat the commission or at least match it. Plus, you get cash for contracting. So you get paid $100 with your first paid application, plus most of the time we beat the comp. Everything will be in the thank you email. Another great way to learn, by the way, I'm done in just a minute here. I know we're way over. Another way to learn, right? And you say to yourself right now, Bill, I just listened to you for an hour, right? You and Josh, and you guys are great, but you're not out there in the trenches, right? You're not like us. Okay, and I get that. I did it for about a year and a half in my earlier years, but obviously I don't sell. We don't sell. That's a conflict of interest. So what I did is I created the ultimate training platform, in my opinion, called the Bill Levinson Experience Podcast. And what I do is I sit down. In fact, I handpicked a few of our top agents and agencies. Okay, some are MDRT, and I interviewed them for an hour. And I put my agent hard hat on, and I said, "Okay, Bob. Okay, tell me what works for you. What do you recommend?" We go back and forth for an hour. So you all can listen to my podcast at any time. I've been running this every single month, a new episode for almost 4 years now. Okay. And in fact, I had the World Series MVP on. We talk about discipline and motivation. I have the last one was with Amir. Amir handles all of our SEO, our social media, paid ads. He's a guru when it comes to search engine optimization and social media ads. So I sat down with him for an hour, but these are just great free tools, ways for you to learn, right? So you can pivot and change the way you do things in the future and now. Okay, future training. So every single week, as you know, we do these live. We got a great one coming up next week. You just heard all about the scholarship program, right? We have someone from Sage. This started years ago with Wells Fargo. Okay, that's how Sage became the biggest third party scholarship program in this country. Started with Wells Fargo. And then what happened is I opened the door and I said, "Hey, guys, Dr. Jim, would you be open to doing this with a life insurance carrier?" He said yes. So I got Kansas City Life involved. That was the first carrier that approved Sage. Here we are today, 10 carriers later. Okay? And you get free access. Levinson pays the monthly fee. Awesome win-win program. Okay, last slide. This is our Positive Tuesday quote. This is another example of just a way that I keep my name and our company name out to the masses every week. Positive Tuesday. Okay, what does it mean? Nothing. But again, it's a way to make sure we stay top of mind to our agents out there, our GAs. That's it. Okay, these are cute little quotes. Although no one loves 100% of the work they do, the magic happens when you love 100% of the end result. Okay, that's what we got to stay focused on. The big picture, your goals. And you got to do whatever it takes to get there. Some days aren't so fun. It's okay. You just can't lose sight of the big picture. We're here to help you. Okay, you got to try new things. We're out here, we're piloting things, we're trying new things. If it works, we bring it to our agents. I always say you don't have to listen to what we say, watch what we do. Proof is in the pudding. Okay? All right. With that said, I want to thank each and every one of you. This was fun, even though I have no voice left. If you have any questions, please reach out. And I guess, the biggest takeaway here is develop your niche, get creative, get scrappy. Once you figure out what that is, okay, leverage our database, go after all of the prospects in this country, spread the word, okay, bigger and better than ever. Get the word out there. And then you should be off to the races. With that said, have a great Thursday, great week, great weekend, great selling. Thanks again, everyone.